What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? I just got done filming the outro of last video, and this is the intro of today's video. We're going to be working to get the motor of the 240 started today. There's not a whole lot that needs to be done. All that actually needs to be done to get this thing to start is we need to connect a vacuum line to the map sensor, which is actually inside the ECU. So yeah, that's really all we have to do to get it started, but I also want to finish getting the gauges wired in, and there's some other little finicky things. We need to trim these down to fit the fans in here, you know, really finicky, stupid stuff that has to get done before we actually start it. So this video might be a little choppy, just a little heads up for you guys. So far on the list of small annoying things I've done, I've got this longer vacuum hose ran into the car. That will be going to the boost gauge. I've got this one going into the car to the map sensor. We ran out of space and holes in the firewall on the driver's side, so everything's getting routed over the top on the passenger side. Not a huge fan of that, but hopefully it'll be okay. I've also got the drive shaft connected now, and I got all the bolts tightened. It took kind of a while to find all the nuts and bolts for that, but whatever. Just kind of going down the list slowly. I think the next thing I'm going to work on here is getting the temp gauge wired up. This is the temperature sender wire. That'll have to be routed into the car. I think that one can actually fit on top of the positive wire. I'm really scared to get this car started. I'm just scared, terrified of this car. I really hope it works good and doesn't blow up. Alright guys, so I put the battery in with the old relocation kit. It's got the kill switch in and it's currently dead. Everything up front is wired in. All the gauges are good to go. Got the vacuum lines ran. I'm actually gonna have to get a new temp gauge because of the way the wire was. I wasn't able to solder it or make it any longer. It was the old school style, single copper wire, so there's kinda one and done with those, as far as I know. You guys can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, if you happen to know what I'm talking about, but yeah, just put oil in this thing and it should be ready to go. Alright guys, so the car does not start. You don't know why, but I will show you guys what the car does do currently. So far we can get the gauges on, and the ECU has power, but it only clicks when you go to crank it over. So part of me thinks it might just be grounds, but I don't know. We got 3 codes from the ECU, and we're looking into those. But yeah, I'll show you guys what's going down right now, just so you guys get a feel of what we're dealing with. So as you can see, the wideband's got power, boost gauge's got power, and then, whoa, car has not done that before. And whoa, hey, that's nice though that the seatbelt things work. That's pretty killer, actually. The seatbelt dudes just did the seatbelt thing.
Sick, now we can take them out.
So the car's doing some stuff, but I gotta look into those codes, and we're actually going to work a little bit with Mark Panic, the dude who does all this wiring stuff locally, and he's going to try to help us out with the bugs we're having. For the rest of the day though, we're going to move on to the list of other things that need to get done on the car before it's drivable, because
still a lot to do.
Yeah, there's still a lot to do, and I've been doing wiring for like the last 2 weeks, but you guys kind of haven't seen any of it because it's wiring, and wiring sucks. And yeah, I'd love to touch some suspension, honestly. So we're gonna do that today.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Alright, so we're getting started on the second side. First side wasn't that fun, but sort of figured it out, and this side looks like it's hopefully going to be a little bit easier. We've been hammering and jammering at this thing, trying to move it over to the right spot for the reasons I don't know, but Jonas does know.
Our wheels won't fit unless the Ackerman's adjusted. This car also has a terrible over-centering problem. So yeah, no, that needs to be changed.
Yeah, so we're changing it, but it's been super hard because this suspension's been through some shit.
Yep.
And it's definitely seen better days, but we're working with what we can. Even our eggs have been scrambled.
Our eggs have been very scrambled.
Our eggs are burnt.
This shit's so seized.
Just used a whole bottle of piss red on it.
Bruh.
All finished up at the front and attempting to move to the rear end.
We're gonna see how far we can get on the axle before we want to die.
Yay, 240 suspension.
Well, luckily for us, this guy this came out more than easily.
Yeah.
Now it's gonna be like hella rusted into the hub, and we're not gonna be able to get it out.
Jimmy Johnson that guy out.
Yep, and then we'll be able to swap the axle, the new one we have in here, and we can put on camber arms that don't suck. Physics.
Nice. You want to do these Johnsons?
Then connected to the fuse box, or?
Well, you know, on 240s, there's a whole separate harness that plugs in the fuse box that does the transmission and starter and all that.
Yep.
So it has 3 plugs.
Yep.
More wires.
Yep. Fucking make a wire real quick.
Yo, let's go back
Where's
home,
the black
get the stock harness from the quote. Man, we got wires on wires.
Okay, so we could try to get this monkey biscuit and just make a jumper for it.
Yep.
Okay.
It'll take about 20 seconds.
Just use all my black wire.
There's a lot of wiring.
All good. You did all
Okay.
the wiring on my car.
Well, how about we take care of these issues that we know about first and stop,
Harassing you.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would get it running. And then, you know,
that was
from
the,
there.
I mean, basically, we didn't know why all this lack of stuff was happening, so.
Well, what you're doing right now is you're basically just bypassing all the body control.
Right.
Because there's so many factors in play.
They should have power now.
Okay. Let me try to fire one, okay? I'm gonna fire some injectors, ready?
Yeah.
Go.
There we go.
Yep.
Hey.
Okay, run the car.
Alright, so we talked to Mr. Panic, and now we're doing what Mr. Panic told us to do, which is to solder those 2 wires that Jonas is soldering right now, and for Dominic to sand the roof.
That, I don't think he was so
Yeah.
excited about that.
But he gave us a handful of things that we should do that was really helpful, and it was really sick. Helped us out, told us all the good things we needed to know, what bip bop to beep boop to, and all that jazz. So, you know, thanks Mr. Panic. Give him a follow on Instagram or whatever. Fucking shameless plug. Alright, we're rolling, bro. We're live. Live news.
The car just kind of burbled.
There's no way that's just starter fluid.
Smells spicy.
Panic raised up one of the values for the air temp sensor. So that's probably pretty weird.
Yeah, think panic.
Woohoo! It's fucking sick, man.
Fuck yeah. We've got a thing that does the stuff. Goes kabang.
It's alive!
So the Jay-Z started. It's pretty cool. Still a lot of work to do. As you guys can see, there's just kind of, it's running on wires. So there's still a lot to do. But it did start. It did bibbity bop a little bit, and that's neat. Like I said in the beginning of this video, it was super all over the place. But Schwab got some of the suspension stuff started. We figured out some of the wiring stuff. The motor kind of started, and that's what you get for this video, guys.
We did a thing. Like, comment, and subscribe. Comment your favorite pair of wheels, because I won't read it because I got crippling dyslexia.
Put my hand in a box of fiberglass, you know. Actually, fiberglass sucks pretty big dick.